Developers of water courses for responses to class. Some see the beginnings of life. James Bevel borrowed approval for and giving all of everybody will be, it was like, wow. But I wasn't necessarily once fire was stopped, taking 4 or 5 more things. The day of the children's camp. Canadian Big Gregory arrived in Birmingham in March. Like hundreds reported, he was arrested. Law enforcement officials were working overtime. There was no such thing at all. Everybody was working with open fire. We all had to confirm belief that it didn't go on for long. So it was pressing the issue to the wall. The confrontation moved outside. Once again, Bill Connor summoned his partner. There's no place to run, no trees for protection. The demonstrators were not even 2,500 demonstrators have been arrested. Over 2,000 of them children. All jails in the city and county. At one time, I had here in this building, near about at the same time, I had 600 weeks off. Meanwhile, the Justice Department tried to negotiate. He wanted to cut the blacks of the talk. But I mean, the whites that wouldn't talk. And there were some more whites that wouldn't talk to certain whites and our whites. Except for they and that. Tuesday, May 7th, fighting broke out between one portion of the business that was suggested. The situation was fast reaching the line of the portion. The businessman quickly returned to negotiation. Ready to talk. So we began to handle it. You gotta recognize that we don't have a government. At that time, they went with private sector format. Both sides agreed to a day of truce. A resolution was reached. There was a last minute. After the settlement, it looked like a mobile day. So, this is a clean off period. We said they work. Again, program was informed that these split clerks, and somebody in New York had their government, the flagging themselves with the clerks, and then other and I think almost he was blue. By that time, Reverend Chumsworth was so worked up that I can remember Fred cussing and David Van Ryan And it just seemed like when David Mann wanted to sell, they wasn't ready to sell.
Well, you must remember that there's always some disagreement when you look at what you're not getting, what you're aiming at. There are people who want issues associated with it.
On Friday, May 38 days into the agreed was reached. Reverend Shuttlesworth had been, and the movement came to birth. One much needed victory gained 90. The next night, the Ku Klux Klan met outside.
Those business people in Birmingham or in there are some things that usually
Several hours later, a parliament spoke. King had already left them. As a large crowd gathered, the opposite city police response angry bloodshed set fire. Over the next few weeks, the riots had been in Birmingham spread. Racial tensions during the country, and President Kennedy was moved back. On June 11th, he took a strong position in the president's called civil rights a moral issue.
Now the time has come for this nation to fulfill its promise. The events in Birmingham and elsewhere have so increased the cry for equality that no city or state or legislative body can prove to ignore it. Fires of frustration and discord are burning in every city, north and south. Where legal remedies are not at hand, redress is sought in the streets, in demonstrations, parades, protests, to create tension, such violence, such lies. Next week, I shall ask the Congress and states to act. Make a commitment in this unfolding age of the century to proposition that race has no place, American life or law.
Kennedy pushed for a new civil rights bill, but was troubled when the movement announced plans for it. Fearing more violence, Attorney General Robert there will be a will carry on and support all the civil rights.
freedom now movement, hear me. They're requesting all citizens to move into Washington.
The movement that had run across the country, demonstrated the jobs and freedom. Among the thousands who traveled to Washington, labor leaders, clergy, and Hollywood stars. They came from every state. They came jalopies and trains, buses, and some walked. Byron Rustin was the master organizer, coordinating hundreds of details. Security was set up so buses would not mark. As the day began, march organizers worried that more than 200,000 with first proposed the idea of such a march very quickly. But there was trouble behind the scenes. My house was upset about a speech that was I can tell.
In the first part of the speech, there's something is the whole deal beginning to be who was it who led us?
And was the when I asked him, and he told that we went to when he went down and there was supposed to be speaker number 6. He opened the speaker. He looked around out. It was 75 and here we were, one third his age. And, asking us I waited all my life for this opportunity to do it. And he felt that for him that he had to make some concession.
So, the rewriting took place after the report. And we got out of the spirit of unity, we wanted to march forward. And we wanted to make the participation very visible. We certainly going.
We're not going to need to go out of the time. The time will come. We will not be on the Washington. We will march to the wall. We will speak for the doctrine. We will speak for Daniel. We will speak for Jesus. I don't care what you do. We want our freedom and we want it now.
The disagreement over this speech, and so few people were over the speech that captured the nation's attention was a historic mark.
So let freedom ring. From the prodigious hills, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains to the earth, let freedom ring from the high mountains. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped mountains of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the cities of California. Not only that, let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. Oh, we the hamlet from every street and every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all black men, white men, Jews and Gentiles, will be able to join hands and sing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last, thank Colorado.
Reading the year after the downtown state, Martin Luther King and Trump. Much of the nation now saw in the White House. President Kennedy saw the march as support for the passage of the Civil War. Ralph Abbott in return.
Where 250,000 accept that they nothing but blowing the miracle over that skeleton across the way, across the reflection, the wind, going, going. And we were so proud that no violence took place that day. And we were so peace, this beautiful in the sense this was the greatest day of my life.
18 days after the March on Washington, Birmingham, Alabama, a bomb exploded in the 16th Street Church just before Sunday morning service. 15 people were injured. 4 children were killed. The murder of these children should not be. As the people buried their dead, they sang, "We shall overcome." But in anger and in rage, many wandered.
I'm actually leading the panel.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm recording that. So y'all, our next movie is John Lewis, Good Trouble. John Lewis, Good Trouble. I'm super excited about that. Starting at 12:10. Whew, this has been a lot. Let me just say, this has been a lot. We're here at the Northwest African American Museum, and it's a film festival that is supporting. Let's see if I can flip this camera around. Oops, that wasn't it. Let's see. Choked up a little bit, y'all. Settings, camera. I think this might be it. See what happens. See? There I am. Okay. Let's see. Oh, y'all, I got teared up a little bit in here. So I'm here at the Northwest African American Museum. We are watching this is part of the 60th anniversary of MLK's March on Washington. And I'm just grateful for the NAM, for the Northwest African American Museum. I did an interview with their executive director yesterday right here. But oh my goodness. What was the name of that first film, Andrea? Eyes on the Prize. I took a few notes as I was drawing back my tears about 5 times. It wasn't sad, it was just moving. This is the dream unfinished. So to get a refreshed perspective of the dream, right, what they went through. Y'all, I have a lot of energy, but I'm really not even trying to walk in the sun, much less get chased by dogs. Fire hoses that takes the bark off of the trees being bombarded on these people, and they stood fast. I'm choked up. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Woo! But I am choked up. I'm feeling some kind of way, as they say in the South. Whew. Wow. What was it called again? Eyes on the Prize. Film was called Eyes on the Prize. And it was talking about MLK's journey. The first thing I wrote down, this is like a third of the way through the film, is that they were talking about Albany and then Birmingham, kind of the work that happened there. Some of which, I mean, they were against odds. They were against systems that were not changing. And one of the things I wrote down as it relates to the work we're doing with the National Black MBA Association and my company, It's All Bigger Than Me, but really, it was pinpoint your targets so you don't dilute your attacks. Now, the attack is against a system that we know still has some work to do. So pinpoint your targets. That's exactly what we're doing. We, the National Black MBA Association, we are connected to the Washington Employers for Racial Equity. That community it was 80 of the top employers in the state of Washington. That group reached out to me a few years ago as the president of the National Black MBA Association Seattle chapter and asked me to support them in this work, in the work that they were doing. So they had started a consortium of sorts of individuals. This was post George Floyd. And their response was, hey, we believe that the business community can be a part of real change. They did another disparity study, right, that showcased what we already know, that Black Washingtonians, and this is Blacks in the country, but this was specifically for Black Washingtonians, that there are disparities in every aspect of your life. No matter what your education is, there are disparities. Health is disparities, wealth disparities, all the things, right? Life, your length of life, all the things, right? All the things that Martin Luther King was marching for. So they did this disparity study, and then they committed. Listen to the number, people, because this is a march for economic prosperity. They committed. Let me see if I can associate myself over here a little bit. You see, I don't have any makeup on. I came here. Okay. So here we're at NAM, the Northwest African American Museum, and this is the next movie to show. It's kind of hard to do this. Anyway, I'll do it another way. But so I'm here, and what's exciting? See if I can do it like this. God only knows. Okay, that'll work. So, the Washington Employers for Racial Equity, they have committed $2 billion. That's billion with the B. Yes, I'm trying to work the camera and talk to you at the same time. Okay. So the Washington Employers for Racial Equity. I think I got this now. Okay. I'm used to having a camera crew. It's just me. So the Washington Employers for Racial Equity, we are committed $2 billion over 5 years focused on what we know is really continuing the dream. So I'm super excited to be partnering with those individuals and organizations that committed their time to really focus on 7 initiatives. We're targeting 3 with the Black MBA, being very intentional. One is really this idea of fostering inclusion, equity and inclusion in business and in life. Number 2 is supporting Black business, Black wealth, Black professionals, professional development. Put your money where your mouth is. And that includes leadership roles and all the things that you said you wanted to do. We want to help you do that. The other thing, let's see if I can fix that. I don't know how my hands. And the third is a focus on empowering our youth. So we had an opportunity fair right here at the Northwest African American Museum yesterday, and it was so just impactful. Oh, God, I'm still just, I'm feeling I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling so grateful. I'm feeling like we definitely need to do more of this. So what we've committed to do through the National Black MBA Association and through my company, It's All Bigger Than Me Consulting, is we are leading an initiative that's called a year-long initiative. It's actually what we've been doing. It's Better Together Empowerment Series. It's more of it, right? But we're now saying we're helping and we're inviting community, the business community, right? We have collegiate partners, civic partners. We're inviting the business community who said what you are going to do. We want you to showcase what you're doing. We want to help you get the word out to community about the great work that you're doing. If you're doing it and no one knows, then clearly the impact is going to be less. So we're going to help you share your story, share the good news that's happening. And if you're having challenges, we're going to help you with that too. So we're calling it the $1 billion, 1 billion with the B, not million, the $1 billion community activation. That's right. All the wonderful things that's happening with 80 of the top employers in Seattle, right, in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to help you showcase what's happening, right? What's happening for the world, what's happening right here in our backyard. What are you doing to truly drive change? What are you doing to continue the dream? Because we know you're doing the work. We believe that. But if people aren't aware, and if the people that you say you want to support and serve are not aligning, right, that this is the right work, let's just make sure before the 5 years are over, before the $2 billion are spent internally, right, let's just see, where are you at with 1 billion? If we're 4 years in, we should be able to have some type of reconciliation about at least 1 billion of the 2 billion. So we're just saying, let's talk. Let us help you get to the end goal. So I'm going to say here today, we have the 4 more films as a part of this film festival here at NAM, the Northwest African American Museum. And then we have a march that starts here at 3 o'clock. We're going to march from the Northwest African American Museum to the Martin Luther King Jr. the Martin Luther King Jr. Park. And across the street from that park is a church where we're going to be, because it's actually warm today. So I'm going to go ask them to turn the AC up in here. That's how warm it is. But it's such a blessing. I literally choked up, and I look forward to continuing to choke up, because I feel like we don't know. We got to be reminded, right? The dream unfinished. What was the dream? What was the struggle, and what can we do today? So I'm excited. Tomorrow, right back here on Monday at 5:30, August 28th, which is the official anniversary of MLK's March on Washington. Also the date that Emmett Till was murdered, so it has multiple levels of significance. We invite you to come and join us right here at Northwest African American Museum. NAM, it's on the corner of 23rd and what is this? Anyway, you can find it. What I'm excited about is this is going to be a panel and a community forum. So we want to hear your voice. And there's really 3 questions we're asking of community. Question number 1. What does this theme of Dream Unfinished, not a commemoration, but a continuation, what does that theme mean to you? Also, since this is part of our Better Together Empowerment Series, we're going to ask you, why is it better that we do it together, and what does that look like to you? Like, we're talking about activations, not just why, but what? What does it look like? And then finally, what are you going to do to continue the dream? That's it, y'all. Join me right here at the Northwest African American Museum, a film festival today from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Actually, 11 a.m. to like 5 p.m. I think the films go on, but we're gonna march from here at 3 p.m. to MLK Park and then to the Holgate Baptist Church, which is right across the street from the park. That's it. More to come. Bye.